This sector does not stand alone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2026 Caltech Colloquium. Let me begin. I want to follow the sentiments of Mrs. Nengovela in terms of thank yous. This event that you see here today does not happen by itself. To our headline sponsors and Flowcentric, thank you for backing this event. Also to our exhibitors, you'll see them at the back. Please, in our tea breaks and at lunch, please go and visit them. Thank you for supporting our event, and thank you for backing the coal sector. I would also like to thank our board members. These are all voluntary members, and they give their own personal time for an association like Caltech. I think the importance of them as a board in terms of governance, the guidance they give to our steering committees, the review and research proposals, and largely holding all our researchers accountable is largely a job that goes invisible. But that remains the backbone of who we are as Caltech. We need to acknowledge these people publicly. To the Caltech team and Carmen, thank you. You put a lot into this program and what we've seen here today. Running a lean operation is not easy, but guys, you are doing it very well. Thank you. Before I go into the details of our program, I think we need to just acknowledge what we have in the room here today. This is a very important day in our year where we have the entire coal sector, the research pipeline presented in a single forum like this. I think it sounds very simple, but I think we need to just think about what it really means. So today we will have our researchers, they will present to us, to the industry who's funding that work, to the operators in the room that needs to implement some of this research, also to our steering committees, who many of you are part of, who challenge the methodology and the research that goes into it, and then also some of our young talent present in the room who needs to take it forward in the sector. I think that feedback loop that we've created from research to scrutiny and then ultimately into implementation is what makes this colloquium very different to any academic conference that you might attend. We are here today not to publish papers, we are here to implement and to use our research. So today you'll see in presentations of roughly about 15 minutes, 10 slides, you will witness not data dumps, but we have forced our researchers to really answer the questions that every operator in this room is asking. So what? Right? So what does this mean for my operation? What does it mean for my water use license? What does it mean for my safety record? What does it mean for my cost per ton? So we are setting a very high standard. And what we have as Caltech is very rare and it's valuable to our sector. So I think Mike is also going to deal a little bit with this topic, but our industry faces real pressures. And I think everybody is well aware of that. We know of challenges we have with coal-fired power stations retirements in the next 20 years. Carbon tax is a reality to all of us. Water licensing and all our permitting becomes more challenging every day. The just transition conversation is happening at a very, very fast pace. And the global narrative, somewhat disconnected with reality, the sentiment around coal shapes how investors look at the coal sector and also how they shape policy. I think importantly is that I don't want to downplay any of those challenges, but this is what I would like to say to you. These pressures, they are real, but it does not argue for less research. They argue for more research. So all these challenges that we're facing, from carbon to water to closure to safety, has a research dimension to it. And I believe that companies that invest in science, they're the ones that can act and react before regulation arrives. And that's the very reason why Caltech exists today. So I would like to explain what makes Caltech different. And I think a lot of people in the room might not be aware of our model and exactly how it works. So Caltech is a pre-competitive research association. So that means that we've got our primary main members, which includes Seriti, Sasol Mining, Exxaro, Thungela, Glencore Coal, Eskom, and the Minerals Council. All of these members, they contribute collectively to a portfolio that that needs to support the full industry. So the research that we do and the funding that we get for the research is not done by a single company. It is shared amongst all of us, all right? And we need to publish this research. The intent of the research is to lift the full industry. Everybody needs to get that advantage. So why does this model really matter in our coal sector, in where we operate daily? These challenges that we experience really in reality are too big for a single company to take on. They're very large, they're complex, and in a lot of instances, very expensive for a single entity to tackle. No single mining house is going to fund a multi-year program on coal dust explosibility. No single operator will pay for foundational work on rare earth extraction from waste. No single company is going to build evidence based on biological treatment of mine-impacted water. But collectively, we can do it. And that's exactly what we do as Caltech. We've created this model. It's a pool of resources. We share the risk amongst ourselves. We share the knowledge. And in that, we lift the sector. So I would like to just share, and you'll hear in the presentations today from our researchers, some of these examples of what we've produced in this current year. We've had in mining and mining safety, through the CSIR researchers funded through Caltech, we've developed advanced stress measurement techniques for underground coal mines that directly reduces the risk for fall of ground. This will have a significant and far-reaching impact on mine planning in our industry. In environmental management, the research portfolio has funded the work on biological treatment of brines, irrigation strategies, rehabilitation on mine-impacted land. In coal processing, the researchers have demonstrated pathways to convert coal processing waste into usable products. And in the future technology, Steercom, our youngest kid on the block, work is happening in the rare earth extraction from coal to ash. And that is really going to have a big impact on the forward-looking investment and position that this sector will take in. So none of these work would have happened if one company only invested it. It happened because all of our members, our 7 primary members, said that we will do this together. And that brings me to probably the uncomfortable point in my discussion today. We have a Caltech model that really works, right? The impact that we are leaving is clear, but only with strong collective support from industry. Not all who benefits from the research actively contributes to the research in terms of funding. I don't want to blame or point fingers, but I think the maths are simple. The more that contributes, the better research we'll be able to put out there, and all our members will benefit. So here, I want to challenge the non-members in the room today. And I think it's important that you ask yourself, can you benefit from research that you're not actively contributing to? My ask is simple. I think we need to join, we need to contribute, and we all need to be part of the solution. I'm going to close off. I think the theme of this year's Caltech Colloquium is clear, and you'll see it all around. Our impact matters, okay? And that was chosen very deliberately. We are not interested in research that sits in a drawer. We're not interested in conferences that produces a lot of PowerPoint presentations. We're interested in work that changes our industry, work that has a safety outcome, work that influences the way that we discharge water, work that influences how processing plants deliver yields, work that influences the way that we look at closure plans and rehabilitation, work that influences how young talent looks at their future careers in the sector. That is what I want to be part of today. We need to protect this. We need to grow it. We need to fund it. And we need to use it. So with that, I'm going to hand over to our keynote speaker, Mr. Mike Teke, the Group CEO of Sereti and the Chairman of Future Coal. I would like to thank you. Mike, the floor is yours. Thank you.